Thank you for joining me, Mr. Hudson here, where the digital world is on a rampage. Today, I'm going to talk to you about SEO, Search Engine Optimization. What we're going to talk about today is the importance of quality content, keywords, and the difference between black hat strategy and a white hat strategy. I'm going to talk about that a little bit before I go into showing you everything to do with white hat SEO. The reason why I want to discuss the black hat scenarios and the black hat strategy is more or less so you know to stay away from it. Because if this is SEO that you're doing that's going to be for your business, then you want to make sure you stay away from that. Because Big Brother Google does not like the black hat strategy and could potentially penalize your site. Now, with that said, what I want to tell you is this, is that if you run into any company that says, I'm going to get you on Google #1's page in the first 30 days. Delete that. I'm going to tell you, if you think that you're going to be on Google in the first 90 days, delete that. Because really, what it really is going to boil down to is whether they're doing it in a black hat strategy, meaning that, yeah, you might show up on those pages during an X amount of time, but then after a while you'll drop off, and then you'll stop seeing the increases of everything. So let's get right into certain things with the white hat SEO, and let's throw in some tips. So I'm going to go over first things first. I want to just discuss some of the tips that I can give you with research on keywords. So there's Google Keyword Planner out there. That's a free tool to use, which is a great method. I'll show you that in the digital world in just a minute. Then also there's other tools that cost money like SEMrush, Majestic, and there's more out there. But either way, I will tell you, those tools are some great tools that professionals like myself actually use. Now, what I will say with everything in mind, in the digital world, and the reason why I tell you that it's on a rampage is because we have to stay up to date on everything when it comes to SEO. If some new algorithm comes into play, we got to know that it comes into play so we know what to look for when it comes time to market your site. Now, if you're doing your own marketing, that's why you're tuned in today. If you need our help and you want to see what we can do for you, please just dial 1-800-SEO+. I'm going to put it right here for you so you know what to look for and dial it. Okay. With that being said, also, this is actually going to be a 5-part series, okay? So this is like episode 1, and then we're going to move into 4 other episodes because there's a lot to cover when you're talking about on-page SEO. We're going to basically tell you how to basically place your keywords into your content, the best way, the rules of thumb, all this good stuff, the best way to do some research, what tools are being used. So you're going to get a lot of information out of this series. This is just one out of the many, okay? So keep in mind, I want you to stay tuned. Oh, subscribe to this because I want to make sure that you know when it comes up, okay? So down below, hit the little subscribe button, and also make sure you tweak the little bell and make sure you do that just so you know when the next video comes out. I don't want you to miss out on anything, because right now it's very important. When I talk about keywords research, that's what I'm going to discuss more or less in this video. And in the next video that's going to come out, it's going to go into more of the formatting, the rules of thumb. Okay? So stay tuned with everything that you got. So right now, what I want to tell you to do is go open up Google. Make sure, first of all, I want to make sure you have Google Analytics installed. Okay, if you don't have that installed, then I will try to get a video out there for you. It's not going to necessarily be part of this series, so just be ready. So again, right now we're just going to talk about keyword research and how to go about that. So in order for me to kind of show you better on screen, what I want to do right now is go ahead and take you out to the digital world right now. All right, and welcome to the digital world with me, Mr. Hudson. Now, I'm going to take you over a couple things here, starting out with the Google Keyword Planner. Now, I briefly want to go over this. I am going to talk about, for this example, we're going to talk about auto insurance. That way I can kind of make it simplified because there's lots and lots of different types of insurance. So, with that being said, I've already kind of done a search here for auto insurance. If you notice over here on the left, it's actually got a targeting location, which is going to be San Antonio, Texas. You type in auto insurance here. Again, the reason why I'm showing you Google Keyword Planner is because this is a free tool that you can use. Okay, all you gotta do is have a Gmail account and go from there. So you come in here, and basically what you're gonna do is you're gonna log in, and then you'll be able to search for all these keywords right here. So these are just a way of basically getting you some information. Monthly searches, competition, suggest bid, all this stuff is good information. But you can also see that it gives you suggestions as well to different various keywords. Now, I do, this segment's going to be more or less on how I kind of get one of the ways I conduct keyword research. So, this is a nice, interesting way of doing it, grabbing some information. But one of the better ways is actually through SEMrush. It is one of the best tools that I've actually seen out there that I feel that I'm very, comfortable with to show you guys. So, right now, I can go up here, add a campaign. Now, when you add a campaign, one of the things you can do is, for the sake of this, we're just going to call it insurance. And I'm actually going to name it one because I think I created one earlier. Then you're going to select your country. You're going to select just state if you're in the United States. And then you're going to select, not collect, but San Antonio. Oh, Lord. If I can quit typo here. All right. So there we go. And there we go. Now we got insurance one, the one that I created. Then you can add a group. We're going to talk about, let's just say there's insurance of homeowners, there's car. So we're just going to do auto today. Make it nice and simple. So when you come here, you can actually enter all your keywords, and you can do it manually or with the CSV file, among other types of ways. But those are two mainly that I would particularly use. You would come here, and you would basically be able to enter your keywords here. Now, one of the biggest reasons why I really, really enjoy this tool is I actually pulled up a competitor for car insurance already, just for examples in that area even. You can take this link, copy it, and then what you do is you come over here to SEMrush, and you can actually come here, and right here, you're going to paste that bad boy in right there, and then you're going to basically let it do its search. Now, by doing this, it actually gives you out organic. It'll tell you how many backlinks your competitor has and so forth. The cool thing is right now, though, is I'm actually going to click on the organic traffic. When I come over here, you'll see that there's going to be like a dollar amount. Yeah, right here, 4.9K. So if this competitor of mine was actually paying for their organic traffic through AdWords or whatever, this is what they would probably be paying for those particular keywords that they're being ranked for. So what's cool is you can actually see what keyword is making them rank on what page of Google. So if somebody were to type in San Antonio car insurance, they're ranked number 8 on Google. So that's their position there. Also tells you the volume. It also tells you the KD factor right here. Here's a little glimpse of basically what the KD is if you're not familiar with it. It just helps you essentially with getting your keywords in order and making sure that you're picking the right ones with the best results. Just more information basically. And then also this is your CPC. So this is usually like Google AdWords cost is pretty much what it comes down to if somebody clicks on it. And then this is your competitor. Basically the density for your words. Okay, so these are all factors that play in when you're picking, picking your keyword over here. It just tells you when the last time these keywords were updated with all these stats. Okay, so the other cool thing is you could actually export. Remember where I told you could export CSV files? This is a good time, especially if you're, if you click CSV and you hit save, it'll actually export all these keywords. And I'm sure there's usually more on various types of businesses, but either way, you can take all these keywords, export them over into so you can actually track and see, do a little bit more further research. Last but not least, when it comes to things like this, let me show you something real quick, is if I were to go to, let's say, Google, for instance, just Google itself, I would come here and I'd type in, let's say, auto, actually let's do San Antonio auto insurance. And I only type the I and it already pre-populates everything, right? So insurance is here. And if I scroll all the way down, let's just go actually here and let it load just for a second. If it hadn't, there we go. And then cheap car insurance, San Antonio. And here's some more keywords that, may be in the realm of things that you're looking for. You can always hit the next button. You can always click on one and then see what their suggestions is here at the bottom. And these are ways that would help. Now, there's other tools that I use to basically assist in this. Okay, so here it is. I actually got the tool right here, which is SEO Quake. It's this tool, right? And it's actually installed. So if I was looking at for competitors inside of Google, like let's just take Geico, for instance. This is part of my SEO Quake toolbar, or I'm sorry, my extension that actually comes out right here. And it tells you everything from the age of the site, the different various things. And one of the cool things is it actually takes you straight over here. If I was logged in, it would take me into SEMrush on there. So that's another feature that I like. But also the other thing is that let's just go to Geico, for instance, as an example. And I can actually, instead of doing that, I could actually have it here and just go to page info. So I click there, went to page info, and then it'll tell me all about that page right here, the meta description, what they used. It tells me the title that they're using. And then I can actually go over here as far as the density. And then, you got 3 keyword table, you got a 4-word key table, got 1. I usually go to 3 just to see what they have. And this gives you more ideas of how you want to use your, basically look for keywords. And again, these are all things like right here, the repeats, the density, the predominance, all this stuff plays a factor into what you're trying to accomplish. And over here, found in that, and I don't know if I got anything there in this. Okay, like right here, it tells you the keyword was found in the title and H1, and then this is how many times it was utilized. So I mean, there's a lot of good information here that you can manually go do your own searches. And last but not least, but this is going to be just a bonus tip, if you will, and I'm going to try to make this fast, is essentially if I were to go to Google, and I'm just going to type in Google really fast here, and I wanted to look, I love blogs. Blogs are my favorite way to get information on types of the stuff, because usually a lot of blogs are just kind of, it's just best way for information. Let me just put it that way. So if you're not sure and you don't want to sit there for hours looking for which one's a blog, just go to type in blog like that, and then type in, let's say, auto insurance. What happens is Google now returns basically everything based on this key term right here is returned in anything with a blog, because I put that there. So if you put blog and then the little 2 dots afterwards like that, and then you type in what you're looking for, you return stuff with all blog information usually. So car insurance, you see right here, .org is actually got /blog, which is a blog, and so forth. I mean, you see a lot more stuff turn up with just blogs, but that's just an extra tip. If you have any more questions or concerns, please go ahead and note down below. Go ahead and subscribe. Make sure you ding the little bell so you know when to get my next video. Again, this is 1 out of part of 5. So right now, let me go ahead and take you back out to the real world. All right, so I hope all that information was very helpful to you, because the reason why that I wanted to show you everything there is because it helps you do your research when it comes to your keywords. Now, like I said at the very beginning, this is a 5-part series. So make sure you subscribe, make sure that you hit the little bell, because we got more coming, because the digital world is on a rampage.